I feel like I have a cold, but in July.
This just sounds awful. There are sick runners all over the state, and it's all connected to the Tough Mudder race over the weekend at Michigan International Speedway near Jackson. Some are still stuck in bed, calling us and telling us they feel like they have the flu. Tonight, 24 Hour News 8's Tom Hillen spoke with a man who ran in that race. He's joining us now live in studio. So, Tom, what do we know is making people sick?
Unfortunately, we don't know at this point. It has symptoms similar to the norovirus. And tonight, we've heard from dozens here in West Michigan that are sick. The number of people throughout the state feeling ill could easily be in the hundreds. It looks like a giant mud puddle and smells like a dirty swamp.
Tough Mudder is an obstacle course race.
It's not for the weak or the faint of heart.
You run through obstacles like a dumpster filled with ice and water. You swim through that, and you crawl through electric wires and get jolted with 10,000 volts of electricity. You jump over fire into a little water pit. You swim in a pond and underneath barrels.
But this year, you needed a stomach of steel to run the Tough Mudder.
I started feeling a little under the weather on Sunday, and I don't know, I didn't really put anything together, but just like a cold, like stuffed up nose and sore throat, and just kind of fatigued and tired a little bit.
O'Neill is not the only member of Team Ramrod still sick. His cousin and girlfriend are too. And today, 24 Hour News 8 was flooded with calls from sick Tough Mudders, some of which say they had O'Neill's symptoms, plus diarrhea and vomiting. But O'Neill says he'll be back next year. Will you run Tough Mudder again?
Absolutely. I plan on doing it next year.
The health department hopes to have test results back next week on what type of illness this is. The virus is very contagious, and those with it should be washing their hands and wiping down things as often as possible. That is
awful.
It really is. Think about going through that grueling race.
Right.
You know, your body's sore and hurting
You're
from that.
already just completely worn out, and then you get something that feels like the flu.
Yeah.
That just sounds awful.
And in the middle of summer, 4th of July, no one wants to be sick.
Well, I hope they can knock it out soon.
Let's hope so.
All right, thanks, Tom.